I heard the investigators say, "It smells like death here. You wouldn't believe the stench." That's when we saw it, the bin full of dead piglets. The shock of this sight turned to sadness as our lights illuminated the faces of mother pigs who were lined up in rows, peering at us. Over the course of their lives, they will spend years behind bars.
Most people will never step foot inside a factory farm. I feel it is my duty to. These filthy, unnatural places are hidden from view, as are the animals who are trapped inside. The public deserves to know the truth.
In late 2023 and early 2024, Animal Equality filmed inside Cross Farm in Holsworthy, Devon, owned by W.J. Watkins and Son. The site confines an estimated 12,000 pigs. After weeks of intense investigative research, we came to learn that this farm supplies Tesco and is Red Tractor certified. This isn't the first time we've been inside Cross Farm. Having already exposed poor practices back in 2017, we returned to see if anything had changed. During our latest visit, my team and I gathered over 100 hours of footage, and what we discovered would alarm any animal lover. We filmed mother pigs crammed into cages so small that they couldn't turn around. Piglets being thrown by workers and thumped to death against a concrete wall. Dead and dying piglets, as well as the remains of a piglet who had long since died. And piglets having their teeth painfully clipped and tails cut off without anaesthetic.
I can tell you firsthand, farmed animals don't suffer in silence. Pigs bred for their bodies scream, cry, and plead for our help. Will you listen to them?
10 million pigs are slaughtered in the UK every year. Nearly all of them will be born into farms much like Cross Farm. Mother pigs, also known as sows, are kept inside tiny cages called farrowing crates, where they can't even turn around. They are forced to nurse their young through a metal bar. The stress is immense for these intelligent animals, causing many to frantically bite the cage bars. On Cross Farm, they are given just a wooden block or a bit of plastic to occupy their minds. Those who try to escape become further trapped. Sows spend on average 20% of their lives in these cramped cages. That's the equivalent of 17 years of imprisonment for you or me. Within minutes of first entering Cross Farm, I encountered a sow giving birth. Exhausted, she tried to lay down, nearly crushing all of her young. We witnessed dozens of dead piglets inside these cages. Many were inches away from their mothers, yet completely out of reach. Paperwork showed that most newborn piglets were accidentally crushed by their mother, others had starved or been attacked.
Now that we had seen what was taking place at night in Cross Farm, we knew that we had to investigate what was happening during the day too. So we recorded for 5 days continuously inside a so-called farrowing room.
We exposed workers routinely cutting the teeth and tails off of piglets, a process commonly carried out on many farms across the UK. Sick or injured piglets were also violently slammed against the concrete wall, a practice so common it has a name: thumping. Workers routinely kill piglets in this way, even though it has been deemed in violation of animal cruelty laws. Workers were also filmed throwing a piglet across the room. A mother pig became distressed at the sight of her babies being collected, but the workers showed her no kindness. I had the opportunity to look these animals in the eye, to show them love for the first time in their short and miserable lives. At the same time, I had to leave them behind, knowing the fate that awaits them. No bacon or sausage sandwich is worth their pain. One meal to us is a lifetime for them. Please, leave animals off your plate.
Cross Farm is Red Tractor assured, a supplier to Tesco, and has even won industry awards in the past. Despite these credentials, Animal Equality's team has investigated Cross Farm on 3 separate occasions and found extreme animal suffering every time. We are demanding that the authorities hold this farm and others accountable for their actions.